All right. Penultimate gorgeous performer. She literally hot, fresh from the stage, from Helium, was there, zipped right over here. She is a Bridgetown Comedy Festival vet. She is also the co-host of one of my absolute favorite shows, Late Night Action with Alex Falcone. It's incredible. It is Bri Pruett!
Thanks, Jenna. Thanks to everybody who came before. Oh, Kate and Herman and, oh my gosh, Hutch and Susan Rice is incredible. Oh my God, I'm so happy to be here. So I am, my name is Bri Pruett. I just got back from, thank you so much. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling healthy. I just got back from Los Angeles, and I'm from Portland, Oregon. Like, I'm from Portland. I'm not one of those people who hates Los Angeles. I like Los Angeles. Something about when I get back from Los Angeles, I just feel so centered, you guys. Just feel like so focused, like so present, like really awake, and just like really breathing into my body and like breathing into the ground, like breathing light into my body and like breathing light into the ground and just like standing on the lit up ground, you guys, and just like radiating, okay, just like luminous, just like shimmering, okay, and just like feeling so whole and just like so productive and like so present and like so awake and just like so rooted and grounded and just like so alive and just like so productive and just like so potent, you know, and just like so looking forward but also being really present and like being really open but having really good boundaries, you know, just like feeling really nourished, right, just like drinking a lot of water and just like stretching, just like hydrating, you know, just like feeling so open, just like so real, just like nourished, right? Just like so full, okay? But not with food. They don't eat anything. There are fat people in Los Angeles and they are gorgeous. It's something about the pressure to look good there, you know, it's like being in a rock polisher, just like the pressure, and then when they get out, they're still big, but they're shiny and beautiful and just ready and there. I'm one of those people who thinks that no one should feel shitty about their body. Everybody should feel good. No one should feel shame about the size of their body or what their body looks like. Just the smell and what is excreted from it. Bad. But everything else, good. I myself am a bigger girl. You can probably tell. Like, I'm good with this. I'm a chubby nerd. I'm weirdly confident. I got the microphone. Some middle school bully really dropped the ball here because I'm fine. I'm good with myself, my skin and bones. Good with all that. What am I talking about? Well, clap your hands if you've heard the expression BBW. Has everyone heard that expression? Okay. Some people who have sex with people on the internet. Good for you. It's for those of you who don't know, it's an expression. It stands for Big Beautiful Women. It's an acronym, Big Beautiful Women. Something we came up with because we were having a real branding problem, right? So got in the lab, came up with BBW. I like it. It's not my favorite expression. It's I kind of prefer plus size hottie, and that would be PSH, like psh. That'd be fun, right? It's onomatopoeic. Psh. And then you show up for the date and be like, hey, I'm a plus size hottie. And they'd be like, oh no, I'm into Philip Seymour Hoffman. No! And also, sad for you, you're never going to work out that weird kink. Rest in peace. How are they going to make that next Mockingjay movie? Anyway. So yeah, plus size hottie is what I prefer. They went with BBW. And the reason I bring it up is because there was a music lyric. Oh, a little tie-in for the venue we're at. There was a music lyric that came under some assault lately. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Drake. Drake is he's a little Jewish hip-hop nugget, and he made this song called Only with Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne, and he had a lyric that got him in trouble, and the lyric is this: I like my girls BBW, type they're gonna suck you dry and then go get some lunch with you. I know. He's a treasure. It's a lovely lyric, but the plus-size bloggers lost their minds. They were so upset that Drake implied that big girls eat lunch. That's not acceptable. The plus-size bloggers. They were all bent out of shape, you know, about this lyric, and it's just like, ladies, most of dating, like 90% of dating, is sex and lunch. Like, that's it. I don't know what sophisticated dates you're going on. It's all art museums and rock gyms for you plus-size bloggers. The rest of us are having sex and sandwiches and loving it, if we're lucky. And also, let me just say this. I don't mean to be crass. I know this has been probably a really wholesome show. But I will just say that, like, if you're not hungry after giving head, you're doing something wrong. Because you should work. Anyway, that dick's in a moose-bouche is what I'm saying. Foodie town. That little Drake, though, I'm just happy that he went on record saying he likes bigger women, because a lot of dudes won't go on record. They'll be into bigger women off the record, but on the record they're not into it. You know, it's some masculinity performance thing. They don't want to tell their bros. That's fine with me. Your bros can suck your dick for you. But I'll tell you one thing. They're not going to be as good at it as I am, because my mouth and tongue and jaw are super strong and powerful from, eating. Just tearing meat from ribs. Come on, fellas. That's how you know a lady's gonna be good at that. That's why you take her out to dinner first. No one put that together? That's why you pick your restaurant accordingly, right? Madame, your day-old bagels and beef jerky. Oh my God, thank you so much. Keep her. It's just some sexism thing, I think, because I'll get with a fat guy. That's fun. It's like driving an RV. It's exciting. Keep the damn thing on the road, What an adventure. Gotta love your bodies. So when I was in Los Angeles, I was staying with a house full of vegan waitresses. They were all vegan waitresses, and each had a different side job. One was a yoga instructor. There was a Reiki healer, a crystal healer, and a production assistant. It was perfect LA thing. And when I was staying with this group of ladies, we went out dancing one night, and I had to explain to them what it's like to have thighs that touch at the top. Yeah, they didn't know. They had no idea. We were going home from a club, and I was like, oh, my feet hurt, my thighs hurt. And she's like, why are your thighs hurt? She wasn't drunk or anything, but people from Los Angeles have evolved beyond consonants. It's incredible. Why do your thighs hurt? Oh, my thighs hurt because my thighs grind together in an endless, unending, tectonic plate, renewable energy source of heat and fire. She's like, why is it hot? Well, because they are just grinding all the time. It's just an angry, raw jungle of heat and humidity, and just naturally just could power the sun. It's just so much heat and pain. And she's like, why is it wet? And I'm like, I don't know. I have no idea. It's just the state of things, just the way my life is. I don't know. But I think you gotta love your thighs. Women spend a lot of time hating their thighs, and I just like to evaluate my thighs on my own self. Oh, perfect. Here's right here. So I just like to get with my thighs, in front of some people sometimes. Yeah, you should have paid double. People, don't tell anybody what's going on under there. So I like to just evaluate my thighs in front of all these people. I'd be like, thighs, you're doing a great job right now of connecting my knees to my torso. 1 point. Good job. Utility. And thighs, you are crushing it at having less hair on you than the bottom part of my leg. 2 points. That really saves me a lot of time. I really appreciate that. And thighs, hang on, thighs. Hold the phone, thighs. You rub together and ruin all my pants. That's one demerit. I take that point away. Side note, we can't reinforce that part of the pants for chub rub. It's a vast pants conspiracy. Got us all buying pants. Susan understands. All right, third point. Thighs, I just realized something. Thighs, when I stand like this normal, you protect my vagina from intruders. 10 points. Thighs win. Crushing it, thighs. All that thigh gap stuff is just security breach as far as I'm concerned, ladies and gentlemen. Simply a liability. Gotta fortify the castle walls to protect the princess. You know what I'm saying? That's right. I don't know how dirty I could be on this show, but I said vagina, and that's not dirty. Well, some of them. Anyway, gross. Gross, you guys. Gross. Ladies. So I'm a bigger girl. I'm fine with it. I don't know what happened. I'm from Portland, Oregon. Both my parents are from Southern California. My dad was a gym teacher, and then he became an angry not gym teacher. He retired, and his favorite CD is Jock Jams, and that's my dad, and we wear the same shoe size. And he wears big dog t-shirts size medium. I don't know if you guys knew about that. And my mom was a beauty queen. I mean, she's so beautiful. And both of my parents met. They actually met in an aerobics class in the 80s in Portland, formerly Galleria, currently City Target. Right, and they met in an aerobics class, and they were just this hot '80s couple, And they were like running marathons and doing aerobics and like doing coke and being awesome. And then they had a baby, me, and the rest, as they say, is irony, because this is what I look like. Yeah, my mom is so beautiful. She's just like this gorgeous woman. She's a beautician, so like there are different beauty standards, and she got hair follicles from her head implanted into her eyelashes, so her eyelashes grow, and if she doesn't trim them, she looks like Snuffleupagus. She's beautiful, and I love them both. They are fine with what I do. I'm not trying to have kids. I have a similar situation to what Susan goes through, which is like kids are trying to get involved with me all the time. It's something about my body being soft, I think. It's just like a super play. I don't know if you can see, but look how comfortable a child would be on that hip. Oh, it's like business class for babies. That would be perfect. Kids love me. I'll be like just at a grocery store or whatever, and babies start making eyes with me, or I'll be at a bus stop and a toddler will just crawl in my lap and start whispering secrets to me. Boring secrets too. I don't care who your favorite wiggle is. I don't know what that means. I'll be in an airport walking around. I'll look down. A little kid will just be holding my hand like, "Hey, where are we going? You look like my aunt. That's a big purse. Do you have any cookies in there?" And it's like, "Yeah, I do, but they're for me. Get out of here. Scram. I'm an adult." You gotta shake those kids loose before you get your stink on them, and the mother rejects them. And that's how parenthood works. They don't make contraceptive for children that are already alive. It's a real problem. I don't mean like murder. I mean like a bear bell, something to warn them that I'm not safe. Like, "Oh no, here she comes. She doesn't know what a 401k is, and she smoked pot with breakfast. Run!" Bing, 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 bing. I don't know what a 401k is. I kind of do. I'm pretty sure I don't have one, because someone would have sent me a letter or something, probably, right? Okay, great. You guys are adults. Maybe you give me financial advice after the show. I'm a working comic, sort of. I'm a single person. I date on a website called OkCupid. Have you guys heard of that website? It's a great website to meet people that you've already slept with and just kind of check in and see what's good with people. And if you're like a heterosexual woman living in the Pacific Northwest, like I am, one thing you're going to see online when you're dating is a lot of pictures of men with their shirts off in front of mountains and streams. And they are all holding dead fish. It's just how men advertise themselves online, right? I don't know why. It doesn't get me titillated, excited, because I'm not, a bear. I don't give a shit about your fish. But if I'm being honest with myself, I will send those guys a message, and I'll tell you why. Halibut is like $35 a pound, ladies and gentlemen. Mama needs her omega-3s. Keep all this shiny. Maybe we don't hit it off right away. We go on a few dates, and I'm stockpiling a freezer full of mackerel. I'm gonna eat all summer. Mackerel, not a delicious fish, but a very funny word. So that's why I made him the set. I date sometimes. I'll tell you guys this story. I brought a boy home the other night, and I was taking off his pants for sex, not like a prank, just in case, where you're at with that. And because the angle, the bed or whatever, the contents of his pockets emptied all over my bed, and what was in his pockets, you guys, was like a pound of change. Oh, yeah. And it wasn't like quarters. It wasn't like laundry day change. It was nickels and pennies. It was suspicious. Why has this guy got so much small change in his pockets? Is he making a lot of wishes? It's all over the place. Just treating my bed like a swear jar. I don't want to stop. We were right in the middle of something, so we're just like rolling around on top of this pile of change like some poverty version of a decent proposal. Some like pornographic version of the opening credits of DuckTales. Do you remember? Starring Splooge McFuck. Sorry. Yeah, so it's pretty gross. And like currency is gritty and dirty. It's kind of sticky. And like sex, if you're doing it right, it's real sticky. And we were. So it just covered our bodies like coppery scales. Oh, just like garbage mermaids, Like low rent Lady Gaga costume. Or like we're some MFA graduate art school students like, we're gonna cover our bodies, like our naked bodies, in currency to represent like capitalism and greed and oppression. But our budget is $3.95, so this is the best we can do. One thing that was kind of fun about it is like I had not seen this particular gentleman's goodies before, and so yeah. So I opened his pants and changed his porn out, and I saw his penis for the first time, and it was a good one. It was right what I was looking for. It was like the tip of this guy's dick was like 6 dicks. It was great. Real good. And so the change is pouring out, and I saw his penis, and I thought, jackpot, and then I heard ding 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 ding. A lot of fun. And look, there are a lot of men here, and you just heard me say, I prefer a bigger penis, but I don't think the media is right about really big penises. I don't think that's necessarily where it's at. Because a man who's really well endowed has to show a lot of restraint in bed, right? With great penis comes great responsibility. That's how you can tell a boy is really well endowed, because he looks confident, but sad, right? A little bit. Has to hold back. You guys laugh. Every dude in this room is going to be trying to look confident and sad for the rest of the night. And I'll tell you how to get there, too. The look is right between Don Draper from Mad Men, like confident, and Edward Scissorhands. Oh, it's so sad. I hurt everything I touch. Freud says all of those are dicks. That's what Freud says. Oh, smart. So I'm a heterosexual girl, and I think if you can be born gay, you can be born an ally, and that's what happened to me. I didn't know until three gay dudes asked me to prom. I had no idea. My parents knew before I did. My first words were "Get it, girl." I cannot stop saying "Get it, girl." I say it all the time. It's a real problem. Like, I saw someone parallel parking earlier. I was like, "Yeah, get it, girl." I saw a dude at the gym with his shirt off, and he was running, and he had a tramp stamp that was a head of broccoli. Get it, girl. And I saw a girl in Hawthorne, a grown-ass woman, like, on a Razor scooter, wearing a Pikachu costume, where her face, like Pokemon, like her face was coming out of Pikachu's mouth. Yeah. And I was like, get it. I don't know. We need more bullies in this town is what I think maybe about that. Oh man, that girl. And I'm a heterosexual girl, like I said, but living in Portland, where everyone's so flexible and open, it really makes you think, and I think it's important to reflect on that kind of stuff. And I was at a bar the other night with a buddy of mine, and I saw this beautiful woman walk in. She was so gorgeous, and I thought, oh my God, maybe I'm on the wrong team, like maybe that girl's for me, I don't know. And my buddy was like, that chubby brunette, that girl looks like you. And you're not gay, you're a narcissist. That's what's happening there. Gosh. I'm vaguely ethnic. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm quarter Korean. My mom's half Korean. We both look like white people. It's been tremendously helpful. But the guiltiest laugh of the night. I know. But my mom and I both look white. My mom said the scariest thing that a white parent can tell her white daughter, which is, Brianna, I think I was the victim of reverse racism. I'm like, okay, Mom, why don't you calmly and quietly tell me exactly what happened before we alienate everybody in this Whole Foods? She's like, okay, I was with a group of people who did not know that I was Korean, and they were making fun of Asian drivers. I'm like, okay, Mom, I have news for you. That was regular racism. So you just had the privilege of laughing with your oppressors. Enjoy that. That doesn't happen very much. We are Korean. We're North Korean. We're descendants of North Korean people. Which means just that my family came from North Korea because it was invaded by the Japanese. They moved to Hawaii, which was then, bombed by the Japanese, and they came to Oregon to be mistaken for Japanese. So that was sad for them. But we are North Korean people. My family's North Korean, and sometimes is anybody North Korean in here? No one is Asian at all. I can see your faces. Maybe secret minorities. That's me. Yeah. Sometimes I ask people if they're North Korean, if they're Asian folks. I'm like, excuse me, are you a friend of Dennis Rodman's? No, North Korean. So if you guys enjoy my jokes, just be stoked that they got through committee. A lot of red tape. All right, I gotta go. Let me think of another joke to leave you with. I was disorganized. Ugh. You guys are really cool. I feel like this has got to go out on a bang. Big bang. Okay, here it is. Right now. Best joke of the night. Nope. Okay. Okay, this is good. This is a New Year's joke, okay? Because I really do believe, and this I do believe with my heart and soul, that every single person in this room should be taking better care of themselves. Self-care. I think self-care is really important. You should put that first. You guys with me on that? Self-care? Yeah, it's important. It's good. You should care about yourselves. And what that means to me is when you go home tonight, you take a good hard look in the mirror, and then you throw some underwear away. Because you deserve it. And I'm not talking about your favorites, okay? I'm not talking about your favorite top tier. I'm not even talking about the second tier. That tier that's seen some battles and survived. Talking about that third tier, right? The reserves. Throw them away. Get them out of your life. You don't need them. Even the underwear that's like too tight, that's a bad look for guys and gals. Your genitals should never have a muffin top. I believe that with my heart and soul. Of course, if they did have a muffin top, we'd call it something a lot cuter, right? Like scone. Or a croissant. I'm sorry. I say croissant like that because I am ethnically, besides being Korean, I'm 1/4 asshole. And that's how we talk. All right. Thank you guys so much. Give it up for Jenna. Come back up.